The only time I said I was tired, the only time I needed your attention, you instead pushed me away. Did I ask you to love me? Just leave me alone. You asked for space, right? I'll give it to you. Where did I go wrong? 8 years earlier, it was a typical day, me isolated from everybody else around while I sat in the corner of the classroom, my switch in hand as we all waited for the morning bell to ring. Damn, Karu just had to set morning practice so early. I cursed under my breath while I was defeated once again by the difficult boss that I've been trying to conquer for the past week now. Fuck this shit, it's starting to get annoying, I said to myself, groaning frustratedly while resting my forehead on the desk. You know, instead of just rushing into that thing, wait for the right moment to attack when he isn't trying to blast you. Also, its weak spot is on the right side of its stomach. Lifting my head from my desk, I came face to face with an unfamiliar face, a girl. Her doe brown eyes looked at me innocently, paired with her button nose and rosy pink lips that were formed into a small grin. I couldn't help but notice you were struggling with the boss Gemroti. Let me tell you, that guy is so fucking difficult to defeat. Took me like 3 weeks to finally pass him. You played this? I was astounded to see someone as innocent looking as her to be playing these types of games. Of course I do. Here, give me your switch. I'll show you.
I met you in the dark. You lit me up.
That's how I and YN met. Never knew I'd met someone like her with how socially awkward I am with others. But she made me feel at ease. And honestly happy that she's around. Dang it, okay, I'm 100% convinced you're cheating. You call it cheating, I call it strategy. I sneered at the cocky grin she wore. YN was over at my house since I invited her for a game session. Best 2 out of 3, you said that like for the past 4 rounds. Just admit I'm a better gamer than you. Inaudible angry Kenma noises. YN rolling on floor laughing, shy and blushing. Kenma, I'm just messing with you, Kenma.
You made me feel as though I wasn't off.
I couldn't help but smile at her. I can't imagine what would life be if I hadn't met her. Want some apple pie? Sure, why not? Kya, have I ever told you how handsome you were while playing? I mean, how can someone so cute and shy as you be such a badass on the court? It's impossible. It was already midnight and I have a drunk YN over my shoulder as I struggled to take her to her bedroom. She had invited the team to karaoke as a celebration of getting into nationals.
We danced the night away. We drank too much.
I couldn't help but blush madly, thinking, is she really serious right now? They do say being drunk brings out a person's true feelings. Literally, I would have kissed you after your win. Some prissy girls were looking at you, which fucking pissed me off. I don't know what to say. YN San. When we reached her bedroom, I carefully placed her down the bed and was about to leave when I heard her hurl, and she immediately got up her feet and rushed toward her bathroom as she proceeded to puke out what she had eaten on the toilet.
I held your hair back when you were throwing up.
I told you not to drink too much, you idiot.
Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you'd never know. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go.
Ask her out. What? There's no denying that you like YN, Kenma. I mean, the way you look at her whenever she's around is the same look you have whenever you buy a new game to play. I do not. Yes, you do. What's holding you back? He looked at me curiously. I just sat there silent while I fiddled with my fingers. You even told me how she felt towards you that one night. She was drunk. She doesn't know what she was saying. Alcohol brings out the truth, you know, plus she genuinely likes you. Just trust me. Please go out with me. Mustering up the courage, I held out the small box to her as the cherry blossoms fell around us. Hiding my flustered face behind the pale scarf that I wore as I awaited your answer. Hearing your soft giggle, I looked up to see you smiling brightly at me. Of course, I will.
I know I needed you, but I never showed. But I wanna stay with you until we're grown old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go.
But that all changed with my stupid decision. 8 years later, in the present, you came home from work, tired and hazy. Your supervisor just gave you an earful just for taking over an operation that wasn't assigned to you. The patient was on the brink of death and the assigned surgeon was nowhere to be found. So you have no choice but to step in and perform the operation yourself. Though you were lucky to not have been fired, but you just wanted to rest, wanted to calm down. You walked over to your shared room with Kenma. The pudding-haired boy was in front of his computer, playing. Nothing new. You walked over to the boy and placed yourself on his back. YN, don't do that. Your heart ached at his words, but you remained patient as this became a normal thing between the both of you. You understood that he was busy, but you just needed him right now. Sorry, love, I just need you right now. Can't that wait? Clearly you can see me trying to defeat this asshole. I know, love, but I need. When will you not be so persistent, YN? It's annoying. Like a fucking leech, goddammit. You don't know if it was from the stress you were going through, but you just had enough of him treating you this way. Wow, Kenma, just now you have to be acting this way. I mean, when are you not? What are you yapping about this time? This, Kenma, how you treat me as if I'm nothing to you. We've been together for the past 5 years now and this is how you're going to act. Well then you should have already expected that when you agreed to be with me. At that point, your heart had broken into millions of pieces. You aren't serious right now, are you? Does it look like I'm joking? Your tears dared to fall but you held them back. The you, not love me anymore Kenma. The love and care that I showed you, was it just nothing to you? Did I even ask you to love me? I never asked you to love me or take care of me. I stood there speechless, my world around me came crashing down. I was broken, just leave me alone, and while you're at it, I need space. I need to concentrate without you having to breathe at my neck every time. At that moment, I no longer felt anything, I was numb. Without a second sooner, I ran out of the room, grabbing my bag from the living room, and was out the door. 2 hours later I closed up my game, looking at the clock beside my monitor it was 1:45 in the morning. Falling back onto my bed, our fight replayed in my head, did I even ask you to love me? Why the fuck did I ever said that to her, fucking idiot? I cursed at myself while I rubbed my temples, I should apologize. I got out of my room and headed to the guest bedroom, where she usually sleeps when I'm late night gaming. Pudding, you awake? No answer, well, I'm coming in. Turning the doorknob and pushing the door open, look I'm really sorry for what I said YN. Looking around the room, it was untouched. That's where I started to panic. Quickly going out of the room and back to our shared one. I grabbed my phone and dialed her cell. Please Pudding, pick up. Hey you have reached my cell, sorry I can't answer right now. Leave a message after the beep. No, I dialed her cell again, luckily it got picked up this time. Pudding, thank goodness you picked up never call my sister that again, if you're just going to treat her like she's nothing you asshole. BN, look I was just, you were what Kozum, I trusted her with you. And this is how I find out you've been treating her. Don't even try to make such useless excuses, what you said towards her is done, you can't take them back. I was speechless, I mean what can I even say when he's right? What's done is done, I can't take my words back. I don't want to see you around my sister ever again, it's been weeks since yours and Kenma's fight, he tried contacting you but would always be sent to voicemail. Eventually, you had blocked him completely. How did I even let you convince me to go to the gym? To get your mind off of YN, remember what her brother told you. Please don't remind me Kuru. Hey Kenma, Shoyo walks up to us, boxing gloves in hand. Here why don't you try? It's a great stress reliever. Thanks, Shoyo, but I think I need a Brie Iwa-chan. Oikawa jumps onto Iwaizumi who seems surprised to see the brunette. Hey, I thought you'd be coming in late since you missed your train. Well I did got a bit of help, huh? From who? Who else? Hajime. YN. Hey it's good to see you. Hearing your name, Kenma's eyes darted at the two males. You were actually here, your eyes were a bit puffy but you still manages to smile so brightly. His heart ached, knowing he won't get to see your beautiful smile because of his thoughtless actions. I need to get going, my shift's about to start and I still have to deal with traffic with the construction near the hospital I'm working at. Sure thing YN, thanks again YN-chan for saving me back there. Let me guess, fangirls. Yep, even out of high school you still have fangirls swarming over you, I'm just that handsome Iwa-chan, and there goes his ego. Before you leave YN-chan, why are you at Osaka? Don't you live here in Tokyo with Ken-chan? Dang it Toru, here of all places, The thing is, YN, Kenma. You were about to leave when Kenma grabs you by the wrist, please can we talk? Pudding please tears threatened to fall from my eyes, but refused to cry again. Not in front of the others, there is nothing for us to talk about Kozum yes. There is. Didn't you tell me I was a leech who's always up breathing on your neck, just a distraction from your precious games, I never said that you were a distraction. But you implied it, don't even deny it. Silence fell around you too, Oikawa and Iwaizumi had stepped back from the both of you. Silently watching from the sidelines, but you didn't know that Oikawa was holding back Iwaizumi from hurting Kenma in public. I'm sorry. Your apologies are useless at this point, if I know that you'll just end up doing it again but YN you wanted space right, I'm giving it to you, prying his hand off yours, you clutched the strap of your bag tightly. I really need to go, at that you left, watching you walk away from him, his heart cracked every second that passed. You fucking bastard, Iwaizumi walks up to Kenma, grabbing him by the collar, what did you do Kozum? Iwa-chan don't, Hajime-san let him go, please calm down Iwaizumi-san, tell me what you did to her or so help me, I will beat the shit out of you, I don't care if it's in public or not. Silent Kenma, answer me, I treated her like shit, are you happy, why you little? I regret everything I've said and if only I could turn back time I would, I just want her back. Iwaizumi chuckles lowly at the pudding-haired boy, gripping onto his shirt tighter, listen here, you will never find someone as trusting or as kind as YN. So you better make up for your shortcomings. I didn't give her up for you to just treat her like she's nothing, cause you have been blessed with the best girlfriend, the perfect wife. Iwaizumi lets go of Kenma's shirt and walks away to get some fresh air and cool his nerves down, Oikawa following behind him, you okay, Kenma? Honestly, I'd be lying if I said I was. Silent Hinata and Kuru, he then looked at boxing gloves that were placed on the bench. You think you can handle a few rounds? 2 months later Yao Kenma, you in there? No answer Wella if you or I'm coming in, when Kuru entered the room he was mortified. What in the name of sweet baby Jesus, this room looks like a pigsty he screamed aloud, horrified at the amount of empty soda cans and chip bags on the floor. Dirty clothes everywhere and an unmade bed where Kenma laid, a framed picture of him and YN in hand. You're too loud. When was the last time you cleaned, heck when was the last time you went out of the house? I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. 4, a month ago, a month. Okay, that's it, we are fixing up the place. Practically knowing the place like the back of his hand, Kuru comes back with big hampers in hand and starts picking up the dirty clothes. Kenma on the other hand just covers himself in the sheets. Get your ass out of bed, Kenma, the sun's out already, and what do you want me to do? Photosynthesis. Just, help me with your mess and after this we are getting you vitamin D. The whole day, Kuru took Kenma to the park, arcade, the mall, just anywhere. However, despite that, Kenma only wore a gloomy face the whole time. Everywhere he goes just reminds him of the woman he had loved. What did Iwaizumi-san meant when he said he had gave YN up? Is there something I don't know about them? All I know, him and YN were close friends. Iwaizumi-san had feelings for YN, from what Oikawa told me. Though when he heard you two were dating and were living together, he had to, well, let her go, I see. Downing his 4th shot, he just wanted the pain to stop. Never knew he needed you this much in his life. And honestly, he was a wreck without you. Iwaizumi-san is right, I had been blessed with the best girl ever and I just treated her like she was nothing to me. Then why did you even said those things to her? I don't know, but I never meant any of those things. I don't even know why I said those things. I was stupid.
Damage you can never undo, kinda stupid and...
Are you here to diss me or comfort me? Both. What a really great friend you are, Kuru, you know I am. Our food then comes to our table, while I ordered another shot. Why don't we order an iced tea instead? UGHH fine, the waiter takes it down and leaves our table. I remember the first time we bought the house, how excited we were to live together. We even talked about the future. Isn't this place amazing, Kenma? Right. I still can't believe we actually bought our own house. You both sit down on the soft couch that you both had just put in and looked around the now fully furnished living room in your new house. I can't wait to live together, pudding. Me too, love. You know what I'll do. What is it?
I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head.
Because I know you need your coffee for your late night streams. Kenma chuckles at the thought, couldn't wait for those late night streams. If you were the one who give him his coffee and would help him out from time to time, I'll look forward to that, love. Then what will you do, for example when we have kids now, well.
And I'll take the kids to school, wave them goodbye, and I'll thank my lucky stars for that night.
Okay, you have been hanging out with Kuru too much lately, his corniness is rubbing off of you. And now I won't be able to experience those, now that she's no longer in my life. Well, you know what they say, actions speak louder than words. If you really are sorry, then show her that you can change and this time show her the love that she deserves. You really think she'll take me back? You know YN, of course she will, she loves you after all. Taking in Kuru's words and was about to say something when the two heard yelling from the bar area. Oh come on, just one more, ma'am, you already had too much to drink. Just give me your friend or boyfriend's number so I can call them to pick you up, PFFT, boyfriend. Well listen here buddy, my boyfriend chose some ugly ass blonde bimbo over me. Isn't that YN's friend from work FN? Yeah it is, I wonder what she's doing here. Ma'am please calm down, I am calm, looks like she's going wild, should we call her boyfriend? Do you even have his number? Yeah I do, he's a colleague at work. Kuru pulls out his phone and dialed the number, but his face scrunched up while he hung up, something wrong. They answered, but all I heard was, I don't even want to say it okay. The door of the bar then burst open, and saw YN with a dismayed expression. YN, Kuru looks behind as was surprised as Kenma, what is she doing here? FN there you are. Come on I am taking you home. Hey girlfriend, what do you mean take me home? The asshole's with his bitch right now, so what? I'll just have to kick them out. Birthday suit on or not? She already paid her drinks by the way, thank you and I apologize for the trouble she caused you. What do we have here? Two pretty ladies. What can I do to help you girls? Three guys walked up to the both of you, an appearance alone and how they were acting, you knew they were looking for a one-night stand. Nothing thank you very much, so kindly fuck off would you, woo 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 there, we're just trying to be chivalrous men here, oh please, cut down the nice guy act you three just want a fucking one-night stand. So don't even try with me or my friend over here, what's going on? Whispering FN really is not the time to black out now, come on now, one of them pulls FN towards their chest, see no harm, at all. But the way he was holding her was the exact opposite, let her go, your hand was pulled and you ended up colliding against their chest while the main guy stood in front of you. Looks like we have a feisty one, I like it. Getting tired of their bullshit, the person behind you, you stepped on his toe and elbowed his nose, while the one in front of you had kicked him in the groin. Yeah, I'm feisty so don't ever mess with me, you were about to go and save FN when your hair was pulled harshly that made you tear up, not so fast tigress, no one elbows me and my friends and gets away with it, let me go, He pulled onto your hair harder, grabbing you by the chin and made you look up to him, oh we are going to have fun tonight, what word no do you not understand you fuckboy, don't be like that I know you want. Just as he was about to finish, a fist collided with his face and was pulled by the hand once again and was held tightly. However this time, it was a protective hold. A certain scent of cologne rushed in and you immediately knew who it was. She said no, and when a woman says no she means it, Kenma. You little shit, you dare punch my guy, oh I will, if you dare and harm YN. Come here you piece of shit. Go get FN, I'll take care of these guys. What? No, I'm not leaving you with them, you'll only harm yourself, I don't care, it's 2 against 1. Just listen to me and go, I'm not letting them hurt you, ya hear me? He said, punching the guy in the gut, but what he didn't know, one of them was about to pounce from behind. Look out. Just as he was about to land a hit, Kuru luckily comes in and kicks him. Kuru, you don't need to worry about Kenma over here. YN, he has me. Now go, before they do something bad to FN. You had no choice but to comply and went after the guy who had FN. Never knew we'd be in a bar fight like in those movies we watched. Kenma, oh shut it, Kuru. Now scram, you asshole, you shouted at the last goon as he ran away like a dog with its tail between its legs. FN, you okay? Yeah, a little bit. Letting out a sigh of relief that she was sobering up a little bit. Sai smacked the back of her head. Gah, what was that for? For not listening to me. I've told you many times to get him out of your life, but you didn't, and here you are wasting your tears on an asshole who doesn't treat you right. Cause I love him, you won't understand. Won't understand. He fucking cheated on you twice, and every time you always let him off the hook. Cause what? He deserves a second chance. What are you waiting for? Third time's the charm. Hell no. FN. I get it. Okay. I was stupid. I was naive. Fine. You're a little Miss Perfect now with your perfect life and perfect relationship. I'm sorry I can't be like you and be perfect. Salty tears falling from the sides of her face. What they said was true, that alcohol brings out what people wanted to say deep down. Wow, you think I have a perfect relationship? Fuck, perfect. Your fists were tightly clenched as she stared at FN. As for Kuru and Kenma, the two could only stand from afar and watch, not wanting to get involved. I come home every day tired from work, to the point, I can't even see straight without having to lay down to rest. But I don't, because I have to take care of Kenma. Seeing him happy, in good health is enough for me, but the only time I needed him, his attention, a little bit of his time. Do you know what he said to me? You stopped, waiting for her best friend to speak. However, she was silent, her eyes softening in guilt at how her friend was slowly crumbling in front of her. Do you know, the fucking bullshit he threw at me? Hurtful spoken words that weren't to be spoken off. It broke my heart at the fact he of all people would say that to me. Kenma could only watch as the love of his life cracked in front of him, seeing how his half-minded words had affected her. It was stabbing his heart. He wanted to go up to you and engulf you with the warmest embrace, but he could only stand still, frozen in place, no matter how hard he tried. He dared to say, I never asked you to love me or take care of me, to my face. At that moment he had thrown away all that he had for the past 8 years. The only time I was giving up and wished for him to fight, I was only met with false hope. The person I had loved ended up pushing me away. Now tell me how that is a fucking perfect relationship. Nothing is perfect. YNI small droplets fell from the sky, and soon enough heavy rain followed. FN, YN come here, you'll get soaked. Kuru runs towards the both of you, an umbrella in as well as Kenma, following behind him. No, it's alright, we already caused enough trouble. Nonsense, now go on, the rain's getting heavier. Kenma comes over to you and covers the both of you under the umbrella. Come on, no, we'll just take the bus. For once stop being so stubborn and let us help you. With this heavy rain you'll both end slipping and won't see a thing, not mention the heavy traffic. Please YN, fine. Inside of Kenma's car you all sat in awkward silence. The noise you could hear was the faint rainfall outside and the sound of the windshield wipers moving. This traffic really is a jam, am I right? Attempting to lighten up the mood from the back seat, but none said a word. Aw, come on, at least tell me you found it funny. That was a terrible joke, Kuru-kun, you know you are way too blunt sometimes. Deal with it, rooster head. Before the two could argue any further your phone rang from your bag. Your brother was calling you. Hey BN, where are you? Why aren't you home yet? Some things happened and I won't be able to get back to Osaka unless the weather clears up. Plus, you looked over to FN who was looking out at the window, seeing the red marks on her arms from the guy gripping her too tight. FN needs me right now. Meanwhile, Kenma took small glances towards you, though you never noticed, so was concerned for you.
When you looked over your shoulder, for a minute I forget that I'm older.
Especially the small scratches in your hands and arms. But he couldn't help but mentally smile at the fact that you were concerned for him, despite that he had hurt you.
Oh, and you look as beautiful as ever, and I swear that every day you'll get better. You make me feel this way somehow.
Then where are you staying? Your eyes glanced at the pudding-haired boy that quickly averted his attention forward, with a, you know who, sigh. I hate to admit it but you two do own the house, so it's right for you to stay there. Okay, we'll talk later BN. I don't want to disturb you and the little ones. Bye. So I'm Lord Voldemort now, huh? Silent YN, cold shoulder. I see, I deserve it, well deserved. When you four arrived at the house, you were pleasantly surprised it was clean. Kuru, you can take FN to the guest bedroom. I just need to clean up my scratches real quick. You went on ahead upstairs to the shared bedroom, since that's where you keep the first aid kit. Go talk to her, don't mind me or FN. Oh, and I'll be sleeping in the couch if you're wondering, thanks. Kenma quietly enters the room, seeing your bag and jacket on the bed while you sat on the edge treating your scratches, mind treating bloody knuckles as well. You turned to look at the boy with a straight face, your eyes then landed on the visibly bloody knuckles and the small scratch on his cheek. Fine, sit down. You grabbed his hand and started cleaning the wound. Hold still, would you? At least give a warning before you dab on the medicine. Out of nowhere you dab on medicine on his wound, this time a little longer, which made him jump. Ow, okay, I'll shut up. You lightly chuckled, finally he wasn't acting stubborn while you wrapped the white bandage on his hand. There, you should replace the bandage now and then so you won't get an infection. You really are amazing with these YN, even out of high school. You only stayed silent, not knowing what to say as you put back the first aid kit in the bathroom. I'll be sleeping in the guest bedroom with FN. Good night. You were about to leave when Kenma grabs your hand and stand up from the bed. I'm not letting you walk away from me, not again. Kenma, please. No, YN. I really am sorry for the pain I caused you. You were right, you did take care of me for these past years of us being together. You were always there for me, no matter how tired and stressed out you were. You always made time for me. And despite that, when it was you who asked for my time, I only pushed you away, and I made things worse with my thoughtless words I threw at you, because you didn't think of it at all. You snapped at Kenma, turning around to look at him in the face. All I asked was a little bit of your time. The only time I said I was tired, I was holding on to the last string of hope I had, because I was so tired fighting alone. But you just pushed me away. All that we had, you threw it all away. You started to tear up as you let out all your bottled up emotions. At this point Kenma was also in tears. He walked closer to you and wrapped his arm around your waist while he quietly sobbed on your head. You wanted to out of his hold, but he only pulls you closer to him. Pudding, know that I never meant to say those things. I never wanted to hurt you, Pudding. I know you didn't mean those words, love, but it still hurts. You are the most precious thing I have in my life, and without you I'm a mess. Please forgive me, give me another chance to show love that you truly deserve. How can I be so sure you'll stay true to your word? How can I trust you again? I want to trust you again, I do. I'm so afraid at the fact that I might get hurt again. I promise you, Pudding, I won't ever hurt you again. The next morning, you woke up to light shining through the blinds. Fluttering your eyes open, you were met with an empty bedside, remembering quite clearly you had cried your eyes out last night that had ended up sleeping in the same room with Kenma. So embarrassing, someone kill me already. You forced yourself out of bed and walked over to the guest bedroom. FN, if you're up let's go, but you only saw an empty bed. In a panic you ran down the stairs almost tripping at one point. Where's FN? I swear if you guys let her get taken by that asshole I'll kill the both of you. Calm down, YNGs, so loud in the morning. Murder already, can't you just interrogate us first? Wait, oh thank goodness you're here, put an Y/N, you're awake. You turned to look at Kenma, a breakfast tray in hand. I was about to bring you breakfast in bed, since I knew you'd still be exhausted from yesterday. It's fine, and don't worry I'm not that tired. Well here, sit down. He brings out the chair, as you just sat down with a very surprised face. If you're wondering who cooked, it was Kenma, Kuru whispered into your ear as you watch Kenma sat in front of you, giving you a small smile. Do you want anything else? Coffee, juice, water? I'm good Kenma. Oh okay, hey YN, I'm really sorry about yesterday, it's alright, I know you didn't meant them, but still. I'm okay FN, I shouldn't have shouted at you like that, and I should have at least understood your situation more. YYN, you're the bestest friend anyone could ask for. FN jumps onto you, crying, laughing lightly. You hugged her back. Now, no need to cry, at this point you've cried a whole ocean at this point.
I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know.
Looking at how you cared for your friend, Kenma felt his heart light up as he fancied a smile on his face.
Darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold.
Now, let's teach that asshole a lesson. Wait, babe, let me explain. Sorry, but I don't understand you. I don't speak asshole. You tell her girlfriend, you stay out of this you hoe, excuse me. About to pound him to the ground, Kenma walks up to him. Call her that again fucker, I dare you, and what are you going to do about it? You're basically half my size. Does the small child need a step stool to reach my face? Just as he was about to finish dissing Kenma's height he already got hit in the face with a hard punch, followed by a kick in the shins, making him kneel to the ground. So he took the chance and sat on him like he was the stool. What in the world just happened? I guess he got a few pointers from Yaku. Finally the dickhead's gone, he's the absolute worst, it's like you hate him more than the one who dated him, cause he's proof that evolution can go in reverse. You laid down onto the bed, tired after a long day of helping FN kick out her ex out of her house, and move all his stuff to the dump where it belongs, so I'm guessing, you'll be going back to Osaka now, Kenma recalled, sounding a bit disappointed that you won't be staying longer. Who said I'll be going back? Wait, what? YN are you saying? I'm willing to give you a chance Kenma.
We've come so far my dear, look how we've grown.
Reaching his peak of happiness, he comes over to you and engulfs you in a warm hug. Thank you, Pudding, you know I should be the one who should be thanking you. I never got to properly thank you for saving me back in the bar. You giving me a chance is more than enough, really now. I promise you, I will show you the love you truly deserve. You better, cause I rarely give chances.
I wanna stay with you until we're great old. Just say you won't let go.
He stood true to his promise, pouring out all his love to you, like he should. Every day you saw how he changed. He understood you better, gave time to you and would even surprise you with flowers and gifts at work from time to time. Is Miss LN busy right now? Oh no she isn't, just let me call her. What is it FN? Someone looking for me? Yeah over here, Miss LN, a gift from the young master. The man hands over a bouquet of flowers, an Umbreon plushie as well, who looks like someone has a secret admirer. Oh shut it. You noticed a small note in the flowers, saying, for you Pudding. You opened the letter and read its contents which made your heart flutter. I know you're busy right now and won't be home until tomorrow, but here's something to remind you of me while at work. Don't overwork yourself Pudding. I love you, from your player 1. So who's this player 1? Oh hush, you know who. I know I just want to tease you. The love you both had for each other grew even more as time passed. You both have grown so much from the time you both spend apart from each other. You both learned to trust each other more, and understand each other better. Love, where are you taking me? I might trip, you won't, don't worry. Plus, I'm holding on to you. Okay then, alright, and we're here. A love. HMM. Where exactly? Kenma removed the blindfold covering your eyes. Your vision was blurry at first, but it slowly cleared up and saw the most beautiful view of the sun setting on the horizon, while the view of the city lights turning on from the distance. Love, it's beautiful, I knew you would like it. This is where me and Kuru actually go out and play as kids. Well, Kuru dragging me out to play, so that explains why we're at your childhood neighborhood. You noticed that there was a small picnic area set up, 2 wine glasses and apple pie in the middle. Small candles were also lit up that were scattered around the picnic blanket. You're very much full of surprises today, love. Well, this is my last surprise. Pudding. What is it now? When you turned around to look at Kenma, there you saw him, down on one knee. You couldn't help but start to tear up. LNYN, thank you for loving me wholeheartedly. I thank you for giving me a second chance to make up for my shortcomings I had in the past. Never in my life, I would see myself growing old with someone, that is until I met you. You showed color in my life, the 4 years we knew each other and now 6 years of dating. I want to spend my whole life with you until the day we die.
I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you, now everybody knows that it's just you and me till we're gray and old.
Kenma,
Just say you won't let go.
I won't let go. Kenma, I won't. Then, will you marry me? Pudding. You struggled to answer, crying your eyes out. When you finally calmed down, you gave him your answer. Yes, Kenma, yes. Laughs, yes, I will marry you. Yes. He gets up from the ground, putting on the beautiful ring in your finger. You were filled with euphoria as Yoi pulled him close to you, as you both shared a tender long kiss. Now that's what I'm talking about. Looks like the famous Kazukans finally getting married. Yeah, Kenma, I better be the best man at your wedding. Hey, congratulations, you too. Pulling away, you looked over the hill and saw some of the members of the old Nakoma team, the MSVY team along with Oikawa and Iwaizumi, FN, and to your surprise your brother was there, filming the whole thing. You guys knew. Of course we knew. YN-san. Kenma-san asked us to help out. YN-chan, I'm so happy for you. Remember to make me your man of honor. Hold up, pretty boy, I'm her best friend. I'm going to be the maid of honor. You both can be my maid of honor. You said, laughing while the rest came down to congratulate you too. Congrats, YN. Thanks, Hajime. I have my eyes on you, Kozu. You have nothing to worry about. To be honest, I have to thank you as well for knocking some sense into me. Hey, well, that is kind of my speciality. What do you mean, love? Is there something that I don't know? Oh no, YN-chan, nothing at all. Okay then. Your brother then walks up to Kenma. You felt slightly nervous to what would your brother say to your now fiancé, after the whole incident that happened. Kozu, BN-san. Your brother placed a hand on Kenma's shoulder and smiled. Take care of her, okay? I will. You better not hurt her again. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again. He turns to look at you, taking both of your hands, his thumb caressing the top of your hand. I won't let her go, not again. I won't either, love. I love you, Pudding. I love you more. I love you most. End.